Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Roommates. In this episode we're going to be beginning a new event. Do you remember what it was?
The Halloween party.
Yes, it's a Halloween special and Chad can't stop us now. We're going to strut our stuff for all the fine ladies.
All of them?
So the thing with the Halloween event is that it is a bit random who you're going to end up with. Do you remember that at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially there's a murder mystery and who the murderer is just kind of left up to random chance. So hopefully we'll get Isabella. Let's cross our fingers. A quick change later and I head out the porch with Isabella. Well.
Hey, nice. I always knew you were brain dead. Didn't think the rest was dead too.
Hey, how dare you? Oh, bite me. Please. Preferably up in my room for the next couple of hours. You're looking damn fine, babe. What do you think about that? Was that a good technique?
No.
No?
You don't have to tell me hot stuff.
Oh well.
Now, if only the others would show up, we could get going. Oh my god.
As called, I am here.
I forgot. Oh, you dog, you.
Oh, they're all being way too cheesy here. What is this now? No. Wolf. Isabella, I am a wolf.
It's a saying, Rakesh.
You look good, Rakesh. How long did that take? Not long, though the glue I rolled in itches. I'm not sure what kind of fur this is either. Yeah, it's really covering like all over him. That's... I hope that's not just glued onto your skin, though it sounds like it is. Ugh, that's horrible. That's terrible, Rakesh. But for now, you look great, so who cares? I mean, I guess you will later, but who cares for now? And I'm saying I really don't care about you because you're not our option, Rakesh. Who else is coming?
I think you'll like this spell.
Spell? What do you mean? Isabella leans in close to me. Oh, I like it already.
Say it with me. Bippity, boppity.
Boo.
Boo?
Well, what else could it have been? Now I know I like this spell.
You're never gonna get a scare like that, hun. Come on, you gotta sell it.
Sell that. Oh my. Definitely. Because whatever you're selling, I'm buying. Between the two of you, I'm gonna run out of cash. I just see you shaking your head disapprovingly.
Oh my goodness. I'll be happy to bleed you dry later, hot stuff.
I think he'll like that though.
Your costume looks good too, Max.
Thanks. Is this it? Any other surprises for me? Is this it? Come on. Why would you say that to them like that? Oh, is this it? I need some more girls.
Yeah, Sally. Oh, she's not going. This is it. Dominic's hanging back to hand out candy if anybody comes by. Sally's gonna hand out pamphlets on where to compost your pumpkins. Girl knows how to party.
Then let's get going. These two fine ladies in tow? I'm definitely looking forward to this. Together we make our way to the party site, another house on campus. 10 minutes later, just in time, we're staring at an incredibly well-decorated house.
No.
That's really well-decorated for Halloween, you can tell. You can tell they put a lot of effort into this, with all the decorations that went into this. The whole place is covered in cobwebs, as you can clearly see, and I can even see some cutouts that look like ghosts in some of the windows.
Even the
Some of the windows that aren't on screen.
that are 200 years after a nuclear blast and fallout are better Halloween decorated.
That is true. Those Halloween decorations were freaking resilient.
I know.
And welcome to you, our most esteemed guests of horror. I presume you are in the inspectors we set for? Huh? You may call me Butler. We rang for the constables to solve the ghastly murder in our quaint dormitory. I thought you were they. No? Well, please come in. He looks like the guy from Orphan. That one guy with the glasses with the swirlies. What was his name? There's Vulcan and... Dorton. Yes, he looks like Dorton.
Yeah, there was a guy in Sailor Moon who looked like
What is
that
with,
too.
like, that swirly glasses thing?
I guess it's supposed to be that we can't see through them?
I guess. It's supposed to be like, oh, it's a crazy guy with glasses who's eccentric.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I look at the other roomies who all appear to be just as confused as I am. I don't know why he's talking that way, but he enters through the front door and gestures for us to walk in.
I heard it was a theme party. I didn't know it was going to be like this.
Hey, as long as I'm with you ladies, I'll play along with whatever weird stuff they want to throw my way. Any weird kinks they're into, I'll follow them. This way, please. Do mind the corpse. Mind the... Before Rakesh can finish, we've all entered and are staring at the bloody corpse in the middle of the hall. There are about 10 other people here with us. Some of the others are talking amongst themselves about the body. It's actually really well done. It looks very believable. Poor Mr. Body. He owns this building. Well, he owned it anyway. He donated a rather large sum to the college, apparently on behalf of a student he had a particular fondness for. Well, that sounds odd. That sounds really creepy indeed, actually. Actually, it's rather odd. But he had been filing out these cards when he sent me. They have your names on them. The butler hands everyone in the room a card with their name on it.
So that's why we had to RSVP for this thing.
I open my card and inside it just says, "You are Mr. Body's #1 salesperson. You are innocent, but the murderer is out there. At 7, you are refueling your vehicle." Would have been kind of interesting if you did get the option of being the killer.
But you can't, right?
No,
because then
it's
you
only
wouldn't be able to like play
the
along.
3 other people, I think. Hey, what did you guys get? Please do not discuss the contents of your letter until the constables arrive. We wouldn't want anyone to tamper with the evidence. While we wait, please avail yourself to the amenities. There is a kitchen down the hall, the study is that way, and the sitting room is through that door. I expect there may be clues about. I'm sure you'll discover something along the way. So what's going on?
Looks like you're on the case, hot stuff. Time to figure out who murdered this poor sap.
Why are we just left to being the detective in this situation? The game is afoot, as it were.
It's elementary, my dear Rakesh. Oh, this will be so much fun!
Well, I think I know what I'd like to investigate.
Down, dead boy.
It appears you must solve this dreadful crime.
Who doesn't love a good mystery? You are way too into this, hun.
This might be pretty cool, who knows?
I think I'm gonna go see what I can find in the study.
Yes. Butler, is there food in the kitchen? Indubitably. I shall take that as a yes and go to feed myself. Okay. Alright, Rakesh.
I think I'll see what I can deduce in the sitting room.
Really, we're gonna gather from there. I think I'll come and find you guys in a sec.
Don't keep me waiting, hot stuff.
You know it, babe. While we were making our plans, so was everyone else. Soon enough, the crowd disperses. Only the butlers left. So, dude, what's really up? He hasn't really figured it out, has he? It's exactly what I've said so far. Alright, I'll play along. So, what are the facts, Jack? I'm afraid I don't know much. Feel free to look over the body for clues. I'll answer your questions as you like. Alright. I can work with this. I think it may be surprising everyone tonight. The only question now is, where to start? Clearly there are 4 rooms to visit, if I include the main hall here. There are probably clues in each of them, not to mention my friends. I guess I just have to figure out which one to visit first. Ooh, so do you remember what to do here?
No.
You have no clue whatsoever.
I don't remember.
Well, what would you do naturally?
Look at the body.
Yes, the first thing I think you have to do is investigate the body, because you get a clue if you investigate the body. Time to investigate the main hall. After all, there is a body here to look into. I look around the room just to get my bearings. There's some stairs going up here, though that seems to be out of the bounds for this game. The main entrance is here too. The butler appears to have gone back outside to wait for the police. The body lies before me. Whoever did it up did a great job. It almost looks like a real person who's had the back of their skull caved in. The body is wearing a very nice 3-piece suit that's been treated very roughly. Whoever got to him must have had a fight on their hands. There are holes and tears all over. The man was also clearly quite well-to-do. A gold watch peeks out from under one of his sleeves. I'm a little hesitant to mess with the body. I don't know if it's against the rules or not. Hey butler, can I touch this guy? If you think it'll help your case, sir. Everyone else seems to have gone to search for clues elsewhere. I'm sure the police will be able to put the pieces together if nobody else here can. Sounds good. I take a look at the watch on his wrist. It's definitely seen better times. Haha. The strap is nearly broken off and the face is definitely broken. A little blood has gotten onto it, on the strap and on the knob on the side. The watch hands have stopped moving, stuck pointing at 7. I decide to go through the pockets of his jacket as well. After a few moments of rifling around, my hand grasps something. It appears to be a stop payment order on a check. On the reason line, it just says, "Cut off! Cut off!"
Oh.
Wow. There doesn't appear to be anything else of note on the body. Well, Butler, I think it's time you told me what you know. Exactly what happened here. Very well. Here is the sordid tale. I was here when the master returned from work at 6 in the evening. He was certainly planning on throwing a costume party tonight. All the invitations you were sent off ages ago. At 6:55, the master noticed that we were dreadfully short of port for the evening. He immediately sent me to acquire more for the night. Obviously, I don't really know what happened while I was gone. I arrived back from the shops at 7:30. I entered to find the hideous scene you see before you. I called the police, of course, but then you all began arriving, and, well, you know where we go from there. Did you hear any strange noises when you were leaving? Any sign of struggle? If we assume his watch broke at the time of assault, it wasn't long after you left. No, I don't recall hearing anything unusual as I left. It was actually very quiet. And there was nobody else here when you got back? No, I checked all the rooms and nobody was about. Are there any other entrances or exits? There is a back entrance, but it was locked when I checked it. Alright. Well, thank you, Butler. Well, of course, sir. I think that's all I'm gonna get out of this place for now. Well, that was certainly a good place to start. Question is, where next? So, I believe Isabella has headed for this study.
She did.
So let's go and see what she has to say there. Time to visit the study. I think Isabella came in here. One of the classrooms has been converted for the evening. Converted indeed. Looks like there are people relaxing all over. Still looks like a normal classroom to me. I don't know about you.
Well, I guess it looks like an office, not a classroom. But I thought this was a dorm.
Yeah, it almost looks more like a teacher's study.
Yeah. But I thought that they said this was a dorm.
That is true. That's very odd, actually.
Why did they say classroom?
I don't know. That is weird, because I thought we were in like another one of the dorm rooms. That's what they said at the beginning, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is. They messed up. Oops.
I'm keeping my eyes on you. Someone even put up a few pipes on a coffee table between some of the chairs. They probably haven't been used, since I'm pretty sure this is a no smoking building. Isabella's sitting on one of the chairs, idly leafing through a book. I don't know if she's reading it or not, actually. Hey, Isabella.
Hey, hot stuff. Glad you came to find me. I was afraid I was going to be all alone in here.
She's really laying it on pretty thick tonight. Not that I mind. You have to say I'm surprised Max didn't say something like, "Oh, Isabella, this is a no smoking building. What's your smoking hot bod doing here, baby?"
God.
So where's Chad anyway? I suppose it's too much to hope that he's the corpse out there. I think you would have noticed.
No such luck. Nah, Chad left much earlier. Said he had to go bail one of his friends out.
Wow, how lame. Hey, that just means more for me. So what did your card say?
That would be telling. And where's the fun in that? Aren't you gonna try to worm the information out of me?
Well, there are plenty of things I'd like to get out of you.
Oh, tempting.
Isabella stands up from her chair and walks over to me, draping her arms over my shoulders.
So, Mr. Interrogator, you think you can wring a confession from these lips?
Well, this could involve some very in-depth questioning. I wouldn't want you to get tongue-tied.
This is so awkward. Don't worry, I'm very hot under pressure.
You're hot anywhere, babe. Come on. Did you do the crime? Isabella grins wickedly at me, then leans in close to my ear.
If I was guilty, detective, would it matter?
Pursing her lips, she blows a little air over my ear. Well, I can certainly offer you a hell of a deal if you cooperate with me.
What's the fun in cooperation? The struggle is so much more interesting.
Well, if you say so. It's a little odd. I'll play it any way you want it, babe. I can be mean, or I can be nice. Very, very nice.
Well, since you asked so nice.
So what's your story here, Isabella?
Well, you know Mr. Body was my boss. We worked together, for God's sake. I've been his secretary for 3 years now.
And did you have any problems with your boss?
Of course not. We got along famously. Everyone knows he was always hanging off my every word.
Maybe you two got
Like
along
you.
a little too well. And was there anything else going on between the two of you?
I'm sorry, what? What do you mean?
Oh, you know what we mean. Oh, please, babe. If you were my secretary, I'd be in HR every day for being inappropriate.
That's not good.
That's so sexy. Yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh. Are you saying I can't be professional, Max?
That's almost exactly what I'm saying. I'm also saying that men are more than happy to be unprofessional right along with you. I know I am. I close the distance between us, looking down at her with my best gotcha stare.
Well...
Do we gotcha?
Fine. Yeah, we messed around a bit. It was nothing serious, just a little harmless fun.
You know, girls just want to have fun. Ha! I knew it. And did his wife know about this little harmless fun?
Well, if it's harmless, she wouldn't really need to know about it, would she?
Oh, I figured. So where were you around 7?
Oh, don't remind me. That was before we got here, right? You asked why Chad didn't come? Well, just ask the patrons at my cafe. They'll tell you why he didn't come. We had a huge fight when he told me he had to go bail someone out of jail. He left at 7 and I went home to prepare to come here with you.
How far away is the cafe from here?
I don't know, about 15 minutes?
Okay, one more question. Take a look at this for me. I hand the slip of paper to Isabella, watching her reaction carefully. She unfurls the paper, looking it over. For a fraction of a second, her face tightens in anger. Then she's all smiles again.
Clearly, he didn't want someone to get paid. That looks like his personal account, so I don't know what it could have been for.
Did you know his account numbers well? As his secretary?
As his secretary, I ran a few checks for him now and then. I have a good head for numbers, what can I say?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Max is thinking you have a good head for something else as well, but let's not get into that.
Oh!
Well, thank you for your time, Isabella.
No problem, detective. Hope you figure out who did this and bring them to justice.
Isabella winks at me and goes back to idly leafing through her book on her comfy chair.
Did you see me painfully wink at you?
I saw that.
I'm so bad at winking.
So bad. Well, there was clearly an affair happening between her and Body. You don't say, Max. But that's not necessarily evidence that she did it. I'll have to investigate further.
It's very odd how this story is like mixed with real life because she's like mentioning Chad. Like it just seems very odd there.
It is odd. As I return to the main hall, I pass by a couple of other guests in this murder mystery. I hear a quick snippet of their conversation. I heard he was going to write a book about his memoirs. That would have been so boring. Hopefully he had a good editor to spice it up. I wonder if he did have that editor. Well, anyway, that's another room down. Only question now is, where to next? Ooh.
Oh.
So we actually could go ahead and gather the rest of the people and talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, I kind of know that it is Isabella from that.
Okay.
So we could just go ahead and do that.
She was cut off for hanging out with Chad. Is that what happened?
She was cut off for some reason. They had some kind of falling out, obviously. I guess he wanted to end things, or his wife got suspicious. But we already talked to everyone else in the original playthrough, and I think it'd just be pretty much the same thing. So let's go ahead and make our accusation.
So are we telling the truth, or are we covering for her?
Oh, you'll see. Just a second.
Oh, okay.
Butler, gather the people. I think it's time that we close this case.
Gather the people.
Very well, sir. The little guy runs off to grab everyone while I collect my thoughts. Once everyone's gathered around, I stand next to the body while I eye everyone.
This is a dorm, not a classroom. Come on.
Now it is, yeah. Someone in here thinks they're pretty clever. Someone thinks they pulled the wool over my eyes. Somebody didn't count on exactly how smart I really am. I've seen the evidence. I've talked to some of you very, very in depth. Isabella winks at me. The others look around at each other, sizing up what I'm gonna say, like, who else did he talk to? Because we didn't talk to anyone.
Butler.
And now it's time to bring this little game to a close, with me as the winner. And it's all quite clear to me now. So, for Isabella, you're going to accuse... No, we're gonna protect her, actually.
Okay.
Because it's Isabella, we have to protect her. That's how we win her over. I take a long look at Isabella, who looks back at me. After a moment, she winks and blows a kiss. It's not difficult to see. An elaborate party, a bunch of invitations with pre-written messages, a convenient excuse that would seem to put them out of the house at the time of the murder. The murderer is clearly the biggest liar here, at this party for liars. The one pulling the wool over our eyes from the very start. The butler! Dun dun dun! Come on. After all, can anyone corroborate where you were when you say you were out for supplies? You probably did leave. Only you did it after killing Mr. Body. What? Well, I never. I didn't do anything. Tell it to the cops, chump. Isabella sidles up to me while the others round on the butler, pelting him with questions about why he did it and what the ruse was all about. She looks at me for a moment, shaking her head in confusion.
When did you figure me out?
The stop payment was to you, wasn't it?
He crossed me. I'm afraid that's unforgivable. He wasn't nearly as smart as you.
She seems genuinely pissed at him too still.
Uh-huh.
Isabella slides an arm around my waist.
I think you'll like me when I'm grateful.
Oh. I think I will too. You know I've got your back, babe. Now I'm going home to sleep with my wife. Bam. Like the ending of Clue.
Oh.
Remember, they think the guy's gay the whole time?
Yes.
And he's like, nope, I'm going home to sleep with my wife. And the secret ending when the butler actually did do it. But in this case, oh, well, Isabella's still taken, which is kind of a shame.
But she said she had a fight. Was that true or not?
I don't know.
Smart boy.
Down.
Yay!
Got our points.
25
Awesome.
points.
High five. The butler finally disengaged from the group accosting him. I'm sorry, Max, but you've got it all wrong. Well, we got it all right, actually. And unfortunately, that's all the time we have. I want to thank you all for coming for the Alpha Theta Rho Fraternity's Murder Mystery Evening. If you would like, please feel free to join us for our party proper at our house. Everyone claps loudly for the butler, who takes a bow. People start heading out the door. Well, that was a great evening.
Did you like my clap?
It was very enthusiastic. Thank you for that. The Latin House roomies gather in the lot.
I can't believe how much fun that was. Did you see me in there? No.
Well, not really. Not for long. Oh yeah, definitely. Clearly you need to channel some of that all the time, man.
Oh yeah, you were definitely working it.
She knows how to work it. Work it. And she wasn't the only one.
Well, hey, if you got it, flaunt it. Though I can't believe...
Oh, so that's what we're talking about? Okay.
Though I can't believe they made me the other woman for some skeezy old businessman.
Well, if the shoe fits.
Watch it, jackass.
Wow, way to waste any goodwill you just got, Max. Everyone laughs as Isabella starts chasing me around, threatening to bite me. Hey, I thought that's what you wanted, Max. What the hell? That was a lot of fun. To pretend to be someone else for an evening. I suppose that is what Halloween is all about, yes? And the moral of the story was learned by Rakesh. Way to go, Rakesh.
I suppose that's very true, Rakesh. Nice work.
And he finally understands Halloween.
Well, now that I'm done with pretending to be a sexy office worker, I think it's time to pretend to be a drunken vampire who wants to go get some research material.
Hear, hear. Are you really just going to pretend to be drunk? Rakesh, you still have a lot of work to do. Everyone just stares at Rakesh for a moment before we all head off, laughing to the frat house. Yay! And that's finally the end of the week. Yeah, I knew that episode was going to take, or not this episode. Oh, look! We're getting congratulations from Chad. Well, that's doesn't seem to fit after what just happened.
What a surprise.
But yeah, either way.
And there's Mama.
So I kind of figured that week would take 2 episodes, given that the Halloween event is so long.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, and we got a cafe clerk job unlocked. Yay! So that means we work with Isabella directly.
Ooh.
And maybe we'll have more events taking place with her.
Yes.
So yes, good progress so far. I hope you guys all enjoyed the Halloween special. I think we might have done the same thing last time. I'm not really sure.
I think so.
I think it pretty much went the same way. But hey, it's still a lot of fun to see.
Mm-hmm. And this time, really likes us.
It actually will pay off. So good stuff. Hope you guys like this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Later.